Auggie was a dinosaur. Not a great big dinosaur like those long-necked ones, and not one with big teeth and sharp claws either. No, Auggie was a Stegosaurus, a dinosaur with bony plates along his back and a spiky tail that he would wave about if danger threatened. Auggie lived deep in the forest amongst the giant trees. He had plenty to eat, but Auggie realized he was lonely. The other dinosaurs he saw moved in family groups and herds, but poor Auggie was all alone. As he settled down to sleep that night, he found himself thinking about it.
"Oh, I'd really like a friend,"
he said to himself.
"Somebody to play with and share my meals."
Above him, through a gap in the treetops, he could see stars in the night sky. There were so many stars up there.
"Even the stars have friends,"
he said to himself.
"I know what I'll do. In the morning, I'm going to find a friend for me."
So, the next day, as the sun was rising, Auggie set off through the forest to find a friend. He hadn't been walking long when he came across a mighty river. It was the mightiest river Auggie had ever seen.
"Hello, river," said Auggie. "Will you be my friend?"
The river swirled and shimmered as it flowed past Auggie on the riverbank. "I'm sorry," said the river from somewhere deep below. "I don't have time to be friends. I've promised to be friends with the sea, and so now I have to find it. It's this way, I'm sure." Auggie thought about this for a moment.
"Oh, may I come with you and be friends with the sea too?"
"Oh, silly dinosaur," chuckled the river. "You can't swim, so you can't come with me to the sea." Auggie drooped his head. Perhaps the river was right. He would have to find another friend. A short while later, Auggie came across a clearing in the forest, full of sunlight and colorful insects. In the center of the clearing was a very large tree. It was the largest tree that Auggie had ever seen.
"Hello, tree," said Auggie. "Will you be my friend?"
The tree swayed and rustled as it towered over Auggie at its base. "I'm sorry," said the tree from somewhere high above. "I don't have time to be friends. I've promised to be friends with the rain, and so now I'm waiting for it to arrive. It won't be long, I'm sure." Auggie thought about this for a moment.
Well, may I come with you and be friends with the rain too?"
Oh, silly dinosaur," giggled the tree. "You can't climb, so no, you can't come up and see the rain." Auggie sighed a deep sigh.
"Oh."
Perhaps the tree was right. He would have to find another friend. Later that morning, Auggie felt a gentle breeze brush past him as he walked. Carried on the breeze was a tiny, fluffy seed. It was the fluffiest seed that Auggie had ever seen.
"Hello, seed," said Auggie. "Will you be my friend?"
The seed dipped and rose as it floated past where Auggie stood. "I'm sorry," said the seed in a softly spoken voice. "I don't have time to be friends. I've promised to be friends with mud, and so now I'm waiting for the breeze to drop me there. It will soon, I'm sure." Auggie thought about this for a moment.
"May I come with you and be friends with mud too?"
"Oh, silly dinosaur," sniggered the seed. "You can't float, so you can't follow me to the mud." Auggie simply looked sad. Perhaps the seed was right. He would have to find another friend. And so Auggie walked and walked and walked. And before he quite realized where he was, he had left the forest altogether. He was now in a new place. There was no trees here, but there was something he'd never seen before, something new. He walked through it as it brushed against his legs and tickled his tummy.
Hello,
said Auggie.
what are you?
I'm grass, said the grass.
Will you be my friend?
asked Auggie. The grass rippled and swished as the wind played across it. Of course, said the grass. I've promised to be friends with Tornado, but there's no reason you can't be friends with Tornado too. It won't be long, I'm sure.
Auggie didn't need time to think about this. Oh, thank you, he said.
Oh, happy dinosaur, smiled the grass. We can wait together. It will be nice to have someone to wait with.
Auggie grinned. Grass was right. And so the two new friends waited.
To the south, dark clouds were forming in the sky, becoming darker still by the moment. The clouds were heavy and low and began to rotate into a spout that stretched, reaching downwards to touch the ground. The spinning spout became a roaring, twirling column of air that grew wider and wider until it was a raging tornado streaking across the grassland. Here it comes, said the grass.
Oh, he's very big, said Auggie.
Yes, agreed Grass.
Is he dangerous?
asked Auggie. I suppose so, replied Grass. But no more dangerous than swimming down a river or floating through the air to crash to the earth. Tornado is fun to watch, but just be sensible and don't get too close. Tornado spun through the air towards them.
Who's this Grass? he asked with a booming voice.
This is my new friend, said the Grass.
Well, a big hello to you, boomed the tornado. Do you want to run?
Oh, yes, said Auggie. And so the three friends played, with Auggie racing the tornado across the grasslands with so much fun and laughter. Eventually, Tornado slowed down and became thinner and thinner.
I think it's time for me to go now, he said. But I've had such a great time playing with you both. Thank you, Grass. And thank you, what was your name? I'm Auggie, the Stegosaurus, said Auggie. 2 names, said Tornado. Auggie and Stegosaurus? Well, I'm just Tornado. I'm sure you can have 2 names too, said Auggie. Can I? Like what?
Auggie thought about it for a moment.
How about Tornate, the tornado? Ho, 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 I love it, said the newly named Tornate the tornado, his voice barely above a whisper now. I'll see you both again soon.
And with that, he blew himself out. The dark clouds became lighter, and the evening sunshine reached through to touch the grassland.
We will see him again?
asked Auggie. Oh, yes, said the grass. He comes to play with me quite often. Why don't you come and see me tomorrow and we can wait for him together? And if he doesn't come tomorrow, we'll at least have each other for company.
Oh, that's a great idea, said Auggie. I would love that.
And from that day forth, the 3 of them became a most unusual but very wonderful group of friends. The end. So that you don't miss a single episode, just click that subscribe button.